Welcome from Thailand. Welcome to the call. Hi, Nora. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome to the call. Get ready. Have your pen, your notebook, and your mind. Be ready to get lit up by Ramin tonight. Grenada, welcome.
Justine, just want to announce that we're live on YouTube as well, so everyone can join me on YouTube.
Okay. And as you heard, Ramin, we are also live on YouTube. If you can connect on YouTube, please do that. Send a message to your team. 2 more minutes to go. Please send a message.
It's going to be an important call tonight.
So great to have you here, sir. Welcome. Mariam, welcome from South Africa. Welcome, my dear. Please join us on YouTube as well. Good evening from Tobago. Welcome, team. Tonight will be a great night. We have a specific topic with our Ramin Mesgarlou, the forensic networker.
One minute.
1 more minute, and we should start the call. Welcome, Ronen from Israel, and Yulia. Welcome, dear. Welcome, Thailand. I have Ariana, I think. Okay, it's 9 p.m. and we're gonna start the call. I hope everybody has sent a message to the team that we are also connected on YouTube. So my name is Justine Chula. I will be your host tonight. It's an honor for me to be here. It's my first time to host. I hope I will do a great job tonight, and it's an honor to be here hosting Mr. Ramin Mesgarlou. So I will go ahead and introduce our speaker tonight. Mr. Ramin Mesgarlou is the founder and creator of the Forensic Networker. Ramin is considered as the best master trainer and mentor to thousands of people. For Ramin, the ultimate goal of the Forensic Network program is to help people escape the tyranny from the 9 to 5 job. Just give me a minute here. I'm trying to get used to introducing Ramin. Forensic is the solid foundation necessary for to succeed in direct selling. However, as Ramin has usually say emphatically that pointing out that the Forensic Network program is not something to take it lightly. It's a network, it's a program to help people who want to be successful within the 18 to 24 months. Ramin has built 4 multi-million dollar network company as a master distributor before he founded his own network business, which is Opulence Global. He became a multi-millionaire at the age of 25 years old. With no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Ramin Mesgarlou. Ramin, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Justin. All right, welcome. I see Zoom is blowing up. YouTube is filling up. As usual on YouTube, folks, hit the bell button, subscribe, let YouTube know this is important information that needs to get out to all network marketers. So when the video is finished, come back, do a comment. When you do comments, YouTube thinks that this is important and it passes us on. All right, let's start. Let's start. Different topic tonight. Different topic tonight. Wow, let me shut this music off. All right, so Exit has really woke you guys up. Wow. My phone and messages have been ringing off the hook. And people just gone nuts. I mean, people have not heard in years. They're not in our business. Hey, I heard you doing your crypto. Like, I don't, you realize that people are watching you when you don't know they're watching you, because so many people are messaging me. And I said, how did you know? I'm on your social media. You never liked and comment. Oh, I watch everything you do. They don't like and comment, but people are watching you. All of a sudden, there's a topic that interests them. And all of a sudden, I'm getting a message. And this is why you guys need to be very consistent and professional in your social media and keep consistently post. And eventually, something you post is going to hit a chord with somebody, and they will contact you. So I've been going off the hook with conference calls or webinars. One of the questions I'm getting a lot is people are so excited, like how this differs from other crypto MLMs. And so I thought, we really need to talk about this now. And even this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, I had a webinar with Asia, with a whole bunch of people who are big into crypto MLMs. And they're not in our company, but they heard what's going on, and they asked to meet with me. So I had a call. These are dozen people who are in big crypto MLMs in Asia, and they want to know what we're doing with Exit. So I thought, okay, you know what? Dealing with these people who have many tens of thousands of people on the team, long time been doing MLM, they just have no clue. They just have no clue what the MLM laws are and what's a real opportunity and what's a Ponzi scheme. So I thought, you know what? Our people, first and foremost, need to understand the difference about what we are doing with Opulence and what they think they know from other companies, because we're in two different worlds. One of the analogy I use is that, a scooter, which is popular in Asia, scooter, and a Rolls Royce, they both fall in the transportation industry, but they're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. And we're talking about even legitimate crypto, let alone the Ponzi schemes that are happening worldwide right now. In Canada, especially in Asia and Africa, the Ponzi schemes are going on through crypto. It's not a new thing. If I have to go back 30 years ago, we had a whole bunch of Ponzi schemes that were happening with so-called gold coins and silvers. Of course, there's lots of Ponzi's on cash. And so this type of stuff goes on. And now, of course, the hardest thing is crypto. So, of course, a bunch of people are getting into it. So I thought, okay, we need to now add to our training about crypto and what we're doing compared to what everyone else is doing, as well as identify a Ponzi scheme from a legit coin, token, or even opportunity. So I decided to come up with Ramin's 10-step crypto's MLM scam test. I figure, I'm going to give you guys something that within a few seconds you'll be able to identify, whatever opportunities being approached, to be presented to you, or maybe you're part of one. You just didn't know. A lot of people just don't know what you're part of. They don't understand. So today, after this, you'll understand the difference clearly, and then you're always going to avoid those crypto Ponzi schemes. And of course, you're going to share this information. And knowing this information, you can now present Exit much better than you could before. All right, so let's get started. Of course, two of the fastest growing and the most profitable industries in the world right now is crypto and MLM, right? These are the two major industries for the real people, for the average person, for the masses. And then it's, of course, it's hot, it's exciting, it's individual, it's future, it's so It's huge. And of course, the pandemic last 2 years really escalated that. Well, what's going on with inflation, even escalating these two even higher. I mean, there is no higher, better industries to be in right now. And I would have to say, we don't know where the inflation is going. Definitely next 5 years, this is where you want to be. This is home where you want. This is where the action happens. This is where the wealth is created. MLM as well as crypto. Now, when something is so hot, right? This is always true. When something is so hot, and that invites some bad people, some bad actors with some bad intentions, people who are looking for to profit from this next wave, this next excitement. People are getting in, because they want to, ride this wave. So there's a lot of bad actors that look for opportunities, and of course, crypto and MLM provides that opportunities. That's where we have to be educated buyers. We have to be educated participants, so we know we can tell the difference between good and bad. Hey, look, you go to a grocery store. If you buy tomatoes, what do? You pick them up, you looked at them, you squeeze them, right? I mean, you do that buying tomatoes, right? Certainly. I mean, you're not going to take someone else's. If you're in the grocery store and the clerk says, "Oh, don't touch it. Just trust me, it's good." Just and she wants to put the tomatoes in the bag, give it to you. You won't do that, right? You want to squeeze it and look at it. Yet when it comes down to an MLM industry or an opportunity, people just buy the hype and they're just kind of going. So today, I'm going to make you smarter than 100% of the people who join the crypto Ponzi schemes. And there's a lot of people that join the crypto Ponzi schemes. All right. So what I said is, again, because something is so hard, it invites bad actors. It also invites unqualified people who don't have bad intention, but they have no experience, they don't have the resources, and they launch weak businesses. And of course, those businesses die quickly, right? So not all companies die because they have bad actors in them. And a lot of them die because they just don't have the resources, experiences. That's where they die. It's true with all types of businesses, but especially it's true with the MLM businesses. So crypto is the hottest new business. Of course, people understand digital assets are the future, right? Everybody gets it now. So we need to be educated, right? We need to be educated. You need to be educated to be able to tell the good from the bad and the weak. Because in my conversation today with these experts, I see that throw the term cryptocurrency around very loosely, as if opulence is the same as another, shitcoin. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. There's actually a term in cryptocurrency world. They call them shitcoins. That means they're just coins that have no purpose. There's no use cases, just junk, right? Those are actual terms. I'm not saying this in a derogatory way. They actually use those terms. It's like the lawyers in the legal field. There is a terminology in law that the lawyers use. They said you can't suck and blow at the same time. It sounds funny, but what they really mean is a legal term. What they really means you can't take two sides of the same story. You got to stick to one side. So every industry has its funny terms. So now we got, and I noticed so these so-called experts, they're talking about us as if, and they're very organized, they're very, very good. Show me all these PowerPoints, and they've actually done a lot of research, they're really excited about the exit, right? But then they give me some examples of companies operating in that country, and I'm thinking to myself as I'm watching this, that has no reflection of who opulence is. So I have to explain to all these experts who we are, what we're doing. I think they understood it very, very quickly. All right, so I'm going to take you through that. And the good news is we're getting so much attention now from outside world. And this is not what I thought is going to happen. We haven't even got started yet, and we're bringing a lot of people in to opulence now, or interested in opulence now, because of exit. Wait till we're on major exchanges where all of a sudden we have a bunch of advertising going, we got a bunch of YouTubers talk about it. And when the word gets out that now the crypto black hole finally has an exit strategy, and you're going to see what's going to happen. You're going to see what's going to happen. All right. But tonight, we're not going to talk about those things. Tonight, we're going to talk about how you can differentiate, a MLM Ponzi scheme from what we're doing in opulence. So here's the very first thing we need to talk about. Okay, and just very blunt. Crypto MLMs are illegal. They are criminal. They are illegal, right? I mean, there's no debate there. There's no debate there because the government of the United States, FTC, Federal Trade Commission, already established that. there is no debate there. This is not an opinion by Ramin. There's people being charged in the U.S. People have been jailed and fined, even the top distributors. So there is already laws in place against that. I did a video on this a couple of years ago. It's called "What is MLM?" and how to choose the right company. And I talk extensively about why cryptocurrencies, forex, stock market, these type of things are illegal in MLM. No, they're not illegal by themselves, but in MLM, they are illegal. Those are established things. So you want to go to my YouTube channel and then look for what is MLM. And it was Renee Liao, LD4 Renee Liao, that interviewed me. What is MLM? And how to select the right company. You want to go in there and watch that. Maybe somebody can put the link in these chat groups and YouTube as well as Zoom. All right. So we know that there's no such thing as a legal, right, crypto MLM company, right? There's no such thing. There's a lot of them out there, but there are no such thing as a legal MLM company. All right. So let me talk about a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, and I talk about that in that video. Today, just quickly go through some of them. If they're paying commissions, any company that's crypto and they're paying commissions on that, that's illegal. Automatically, and it's against the MLM rules. You cannot, cryptocurrency is money. It's a currency. So you cannot give commission on currency. It's like the old days. People would go to restaurants and everybody put in $2,000. Bring two people, bring 2,000. They got the top, go 24,000. Again, that's a Ponzi scheme, right? So when people pay, it's called pay to play. When people pay to play, it's illegal, right? So you cannot pay commissions on currency. You cannot pay commissions on interest. So a lot of these companies says, oh, you put in your money, you get interest, daily or monthly or whatever. Again, illegal. It's against the MLM rules. And these things, of course, they usually give you this astronomical return, and it looks so juicy that everyone that you want to get in, only to find out 22 days later, the app goes down, and everything's dead. So today I'm going to make you much smarter, and you'll know on Ramin's 10th step, you know right away if this is a Ponzi crypto scheme or not. All right. So if they charge fees to pay commissions, illegal. It's pay to play, against the MLM rules. Now, one of the reasons why FTC ruled on this is that there's many things, but one major thing that makes an MLM company legal is that they have real products with established prices. And the prices have to be fair market value. I won't get too detailed, but you need a product with established price. So you have a product, right? It has established price. That established price doesn't fluctuate up and down. The established price, we have our margin, and we have our section that goes towards commission. So we know whether you buy this today or next week or 5 years from now, about next year, we know that the price is set. Makes sense? You can build a compensation plan on something that the price is set. But if you got something like Forex or cryptocurrency that every minute it goes up and down, obviously you can't build compensation plan on that because it could be crashing, right? Where does that money come from? Of course, they know that. So what they do, they put all these other fees, and maybe there's a membership fee or some other fee on a monthly basis, and they use that fee and they pay commissions. That's against pay to play, against the MLM laws, illegal. Again, we can talk about many reasons why it's illegal. So I'm just giving you, some quick things so you know why it's illegal. All right. So if they charge fees to pay commissions, it's illegal. It's called pay to play. It's against the MLM rules. Now, crypto is not a product. Sometimes they try to make it like, well, crypto, our product is crypto. Crypto is not a product. It's currency, right? And you cannot, it's no different than a Ponzi scheme at a restaurant. You bring 2,000, you bring 2,000, bring two people. There's no difference there, right? So you want to make sure that, you understand that crypto is not a product. So for that reason, again, like I said, FTC already ruled on this. No crypto MLMs allowed. Period. It's a very simple thing, right? There's no debate here, right? There's no debate here. Those are the laws. All right. So because, these things are very unstable. Now, the story is exciting at first. Why? Because people are lazy. And somebody says, oh, you have to do an invest and you make a ton of money. Or you have to invest and being able to invest and you make a ton of money. And people go, hey, that sounds pretty good. I put in my money once. I convince a few people to do the same. I don't have to go to meetings, trainings, learn MLM, learn how to do the business. I don't have to do any of that, right? And I'm going to get rich by investing and getting people to invest so people get in. It's exciting, right? The problem is, well, when you go in, they say we give it daily interest and whatever. And or some of them say, well, we're going to give you crypto, right? We're going to give crypto and you can cash it, all this stuff. These very quickly, within weeks, some people will challenge that, want to experience that, right? And all of a sudden, they're not getting responses to their emails, right? And then, they make excuses, we have some problem, and they're busy, they're growing fast, and the guys at the top who are making money, no, I know who they are. And then very quickly people realize, okay, there's something that doesn't smell good here. And when people start stop recruiting or putting in money or asking for their money back, and one day you wake up and the app is down, right? That's it. And the same people go find another name and do it all over again. And the thing is, the few people at the top who have an in with these guys, they get the first calls, right? And the guys at the top make money. And so they're the ones that are always jumping from one to the next, keep doing the same thing over and over again. So today, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen to you. I want to make sure that you also know how to differentiate what we do. I will go on by telling you this. There is no such thing as competition to opulence or to exit. And I make sure very clear to these experts today, there is no competition. And we're going to talk about that because no other company in the world can do what we do. Our crypto was designed in a way to do business globally and to provide lots of use cases and solutions to a multi-trillion dollar industry. No other crypto Ponzi scheme. I mean, we're talking about, something that's, it's just other than the word cryptocurrency, there's no commonality here. And I'm going to take you through that. All right. So first of all, this kind of handles about 99% of them. Vast majority of the crypto Ponzi's, they really don't have a cryptocurrency at all. It's an app or it's a website. And they don't have actual cryptocurrency, right? They say they do. Some say, oh, well, we sell you Ethereum or we trade Bitcoin. They say that, but there's really nothing. All it is that somebody, made an app and your name is in the back office of the app or website. And there's a tracker that says you put X amount of dollars in, and we have this much Ethereum or this much crypto. They say that, and you see it there, and you believe it until, and you bring a bunch of people in, right, making some commissions or whatever, until they, you start to try to take some money out, right? Sell something. You realize that, okay, no one's responding to you anymore. Next thing you know, the app goes down. So they don't have any crypto. I tell you a story. One of my students, and he's you guys, many of you guys have been around. You know his name, so I won't mention his name to embarrass him. One of my students, he became a big MLM leader here in Canada, and like I said, I've created about 17 millionaires. He's one of them. Anyway, so he still calls me, "Hey, sir, how's it going?" Like I've known him. We haven't worked together for 20 years, but he loves this crypto stuff. So he calls me one day. He says, "Oh, can we meet at my favorite place, which is Hilton Lake Limy in Quebec, next to Ottawa." So we met there. I was staying there actually. We met there. He came to see me, and he says, "Oh, there's this crypto thing with Ethereum, also with Bitcoin." And he's a great recruiter. And then, making a fortune. I've made $300,000 in 22 days and all of this. Now, I know he had made some big money before with me, while he was with me. And after that, he made some big money, some scams. And that's it. Yeah. I think he forgot who was talking to, right? So I said, "Show me." He opens up his app. Look, I have 29 Bitcoins. 29.2 Bitcoins, he says. So this is back then. Bitcoin was only, I don't know, it was cheap. So he figured out 29 Bitcoins will have been about 190,000 US at that time. I said, "Yeah, okay, show me how you can cash this out." As a matter of fact, tell him to send it to an external wallet. He knew exactly already. He tried to dance around under the bed. Long story short, he never cashed in one penny of that. There was no Bitcoin. And that thing died within, I think, 27 or 28 days. Right? So all they do, first of all, to trade Bitcoin, you have to have licenses in all countries. It's not that simple. You can't buy and sell to people. There's laws against that. But these people, they don't even have that. It's just a tracker. That's how we got Ethereum or you got Bitcoin or whatever. There's nothing there. So I'm going to teach you today how to find that out immediately, right? So understand a lot of these crypto Ponzi's, they're not really, there's no crypto there. It's just an app. And the app can go off with a press of a button. And it happens all the time. Now, a couple of people, companies in Asia and the Middle East, I know that they try to come up with their own token. Okay. Just because they actually have a token on the blockchain, it doesn't make it legal, right? Because we know what the MLM laws are. It doesn't make it legal or doesn't make it a good token and falls under what we call, again, the industry calls shitcoin. There's tens of thousands of these things out there, right? If you're a programmer, you can, by the way, get a token going for like $25,000, right? It's not that expensive. They didn't do what we did for a year, right? You can get this stuff, but then those things go to zero overnight. There's no use cases. We're going to talk about that. But 99% though, they don't even have that. It's just, they say they have it, they give you an app. There's something on the app. You see numbers on that, but when you try to cash it or take it out, you realize it doesn't exist. So be very, very careful with that. So here's how you identify these things very, very, very quickly. When somebody says, "Oh, we're in crypto business, MLM business," ask them these questions. This is my Ramin's 10th step. Number one, ask them what blockchain technology they use for their coin or token. So, of course, the people you're talking to have no clue. They don't know what you're talking about. Get the upline, call the company, email the company. What's your technology? You know what? This eliminates 99% of these companies because there's none. There's none. They don't have a token. They don't have a token. They have an app which they created. There's nothing there. It's just the website. That's all it is. There is no blockchain technology. There's no token there. So that one question, what blockchain technology is your token based on? It stops right there, right? It doesn't exist. And very soon, these apps will happen, like I said, once people start to ask some questions, complain, there's no response, try to take some money out or sell some of these crypto, it'll take it out, they realize it's no one's responding, then people start to complain and money stops to flow in, and you're going to wake up one day and the app is off. And this happens all the time, all the time, all the time. Sometimes it happens within the first month. But by then, they've created all this stuff, and these guys at the top are shelling, oh, we made all this money, true or not, whatever. But at the end of the day, a lot of these people, then they make a couple $1 million quickly and they disappear. And so these things I'm giving you is it prevents you falling into that. Number one, ask them what blockchain it's on. What type of technology is on there. Number two, tell them, well, okay, send me the crypto to my independent private wallet like MetaMask. Because they like to say, oh yeah, here's an app. Your crypto is there. So no, I don't want it there because that's your website. Basically, it's your app, company app, right? Send it to my personal. If there is a token, if there is a coin on a blockchain, they should be able to send it to you instantly, right? Send it to my private MetaMask wallet. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist. Sometimes they say, oh, well, yeah, we're not ready yet. They try to buy time, right? If you're not ready, you don't even have a token. Why are you selling memberships? Why are you asking for people's money, right? Even if you had it, it's illegal, but you don't even have it. I don't know what you call this. A Ponzi scheme is where you take money and you pay commissions on that. They don't even have the token. So again, second question is, send me my crypto in my personal, private, independent wallet, not the company. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right. Third, where's the head office? You find out there's none. No address. No head office, no address. Nothing. You don't even know where, what city, what country they're from. Right? Who are the owners? Right? Who are the developers? Unknown. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They may get somebody from corporate on a conference call. You have no idea. Usually it's the top guys who've been commissioned or paid well to go start building a network. But really nobody knows where the head office is, where the owners are, developers, and nobody knows that. Number 5, which exchange is the token on? There's no exchange. There's no exchange, right? Because if it's on an exchange, that means there's a token, it's on a blockchain. Doesn't make it good or legal, but at least there is something, right? But you find out there is no exchange. Now, even if there was one that's on, again, it doesn't make a token. Remember, there's tens of thousands of these things. This is coming out like crazy. It's like a stock market. How many stocks are there in a stock market? What? Tens of thousands. How many of them actually make money, right? It's the same thing and worse, right? Because these people are not professional. At least the stock market based on a company, and there's some people who start that company. They have some expertise, and you have a hope. These people come with these shit coins. They have nothing. They just, when took someone else's technology and they put it on an exchange, hopefully, it's like those fake IPOs, right? It's like those fake IPOs. So where, company goes, all these cannabis companies went public and they never actually got started. It's like that. So ask them, what exchange are you on? Again, vast majority, they don't even know what you mean by that, let alone. So where is the white paper? The white paper is actually the business plan for the token itself. So somebody has to take the time, has expertise to write. If there's a white paper, right, and there's a blockchain, at least these people have gone through to build a blockchain and a token, and there's a white paper. So these are, at least they know what they're doing, right? Our white paper, we developed a blockchain, we developed a token, and we do all the APIs and all the technology behind it. We don't even know how to write a white paper. So we hired a company to write it for us right now. So they're working on that. It's not an easy thing to do. So then the main thing again is that what is the use case for this token, right? What solution does it provide? What does it do? Of course, it doesn't do anything. Either the meme coins, it's a collectible, right? Or it's they're trying to say, well, it's a better Ethereum or it's a better Bitcoin and it's going to be the greatest thing. So it's a repeat. It's a repeat of what's already there. It's a repeat of what's already there, right? So no unique use cases. So what are the tokenomics? This is important. What the tokenomics is basically what are the strategies to keep the value stable and promote the token, right? We're in the marketing business. Every business is in the marketing business, right? Doesn't matter if you're selling hamburgers or selling fashion, the coin, everything needs marketing. What are the tokenomics? What are the strategies to be able to promote? Because for these things to pump, you need a utility. You need a utility that constantly promotes a demand, right? Now we have a very, very complex, and I'm excited about our tokenomics because I have this very crazy ideas of how we're going to, promote the utility of our token. There's so much we can do. So so we're going to be, these companies, again, when you ask them, what tokenomics? They don't even know what you mean, right? They really have none, right? They have none. They just want you to go invest a bunch of money in it and bring people to invest a bunch of money. Number 9, use well-known brands as credibility. Well, I mean, you go to the conference call and they're using this big names, that really has nothing to do with their token. You see they run on an app and say, hey, you know what, Ethereum this, Ethereum that, Ethereum, but they don't actually have Ethereum themselves, right? It's just an app, it's an investment thing. Or if they're lying about Ethereum, I just showed you how you can identify that, or they say, well, they use Amazon, they use Tesla, all these companies, that really have nothing to do with their cryptocurrency if they have one. So you have to be quick on this. If people start using big names and then you're looking at the presentation, well, how's that relevant to what you're showing me? So again, they just want you to get excited because they understand one thing. You bring people's emotions up, they make a decision, right? So they're gonna do all they can. They're very good at this. All they can to bring emotions up for you to make a decision, right? So if they're using big names that have nothing to do with the project, again, you know what it is, right? Because with us, we always talk about our use cases. We're constantly talking about our use cases, right? Because there's so much to talk about. Because we make a real product. It's a real company. It's a real token that solves a lot of problems right now in the crypto space. So we have our use cases. So we talk about those things because there is a use case. And these other companies, all they talk about is, which is my next point, all they talk about these people is make massive income claims. What's going to be the biggest in crypto will be bigger than Bitcoin. They use big incomes, big value claims. It's going to the moon. And these people, they're not shy. They're not shy to ask for you to put in your life savings into this because it's a one-time opportunity. So now compare that to us. Now we're an 18-year-old A+ company. This is the best token in the whole space because of what it does. And yet I'm not pumping it to tell you guys to go put a penny into it. I've not done once yet. You guys are bombarding me with it, and I'm avoiding the question because I'm focused on the utility side of exit. You can decide, what you want to do with the investment side of it, all this stuff. That's not for me as a company. We cannot actually, from the company standpoint, we cannot make any type of claims like that because if we did that, it becomes a security coin. And trust me, you and me, we don't want the exit to become security. So the exit was designed and engineered for certain use cases that the industry needs. And that is to take trillions of dollars that's right now pouring into crypto, give them an exit strategy to be able to convert their savings or their profits, because there's so much profit, there's so many young millionaires in crypto, it's incredible. Take those profits, turn it into things that they actually want, right? Because the banks are not cooperating, regulations are tough. So we come up with, hey, guess what? Now you can turn your Ethereum and the Bitcoin into the fancy watch, shoes, the anti-aging line. You can actually turn things that you want. Remember, people don't care about money. Nobody cares about money. Money doesn't mean anything. Doesn't even taste good if you eat it. People want money because of what money can buy, right? The stuff, upgrading their lifestyle, the shoes, the bag, the watch, the car, the house. That's why people want money. So all these people with profits sitting right now in the wallets on crypto, they need to convert that into something they want, And no one's done that right now in the space. No one has done it in space. And there is a reason why no one's done the space, because you need manufacturers. You need manufacturers can manufacture their own products, have full control of it like we do. B, they have to be so forward thinking and up to date with this stuff, which, I mean, I can tell you, 10 years ahead of our designers. Eventually, other designers will come on board and start doing what we're doing. Again, they don't have the MLM side of it, but just to be able to convert. But we're 10 years ahead of everybody because of, I'm into investments. I'm a researcher, and I'm always ahead of the thing. The stuff that we've done last 18 years is always been ahead of the whole industry. So now, we don't. So number 10 is basically, if they're making you all kinds of claims, first of all, it's illegal. It's against the law. You cannot make income claims in MLM or in crypto. But these people know they have about 60 days or 90 days to cash in on these crypto Ponzi's, right? And they're going to say whatever. They're going to say whatever to get you to invest your life savings into it. I'll go on by telling you should never consider any coin, whether it's MLM or otherwise, that's upstart. I mean, the chance of survival, even in the crypto space, forget MLM, even in the crypto space, the chance of survival is so low. It's so low. See, with us, we're an 18-year-old A+ debt-free company, and we have a very profitable business, and we're adding a new element, so it's safe. But all these coins are launching right now. I mean, these are just two guys in the bedroom on an iMac, right? So the chances of success, let alone all these so-called crypto Ponzi schemes that they promise the world, but there's nothing there. And this stuff is not new. And back in the 80s, and some of you guys are old enough to remember, people, what was really hot back then, people going to restaurants, being some friends for dinner, some fancy restaurant, dinner, and then everybody brings $2,000, and one guy takes, there's 12 people there, one guy gets 24,000, so he's off the pedestal, the next guy goes up. There's always these type of Ponzi schemes that's been going on and happened in history. That's nothing new here. I've seen this stuff happening with gold, silver. 99% again didn't have gold or silver. Even the ones who had, again, they became a illegal Ponzi scheme because the price of gold and silver again is fluctuates. You can't do MLM on that, and there is no margin to pay juicy commissions on something that there's no margin on. So what they did, they paid all these extra fees to pay the commissions, it makes it illegal. So it's stuff like this happens all the time. It's just that the latest game in town is crypto. Actually, crypto is even easier than gold and silver, right? All you need is an app. And you can put a PowerPoint together and make all kinds of claims, and a whole bunch of people get excited. They get excited because, well, these things are exciting, right? Everybody wants to be in the beginning, right? Get in before it goes up. Get in. You got to get into, right? All of this stuff. And people also get excited because they're told you don't really have to work. You have to learn anything. You have to train anything. You have to travel anywhere. Just go put in your money, put your life savings. There's a bunch of other people to put in their life savings. You don't have to do anything. And that sounds good to people. Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense, but it sounds good to people. And they pour into these Ponzi schemes until the app goes down. Now, so we bring a legitimate business model concept of MLM, 18-year track record, right? Debt-free, state-of-the-art, revolutionary, cutting edge, everything, right? Technology company. And we add that exciting element of cryptocurrency. Whew, that's hot. That's really hot. And what makes us legal, because we're not doing crypto MLM. We already have a crypto business, MLM business, opulence, with real products, real company, 18-year track record. We're just adding an element of crypto with a use case where you can, instead of using opulence currency or using shopping credit, you can use Exit. But because Exit, unlike opulence currency, is now available to the world, not just to opulence people, right? Because opulence currency shopping credit only applies to our distributors, right? But Exit applies to everybody. Everybody can buy Exit with crypto, with cash, whatever, any country, any currency, they can buy Exit and now turn Exit into products. The use case is massive, guys. When you create a demand like that, we can't make any claims. I won't. But I think it's easy to see. It's easy to see how this is so different than any other cryptocurrency out there. And please don't call crypto Ponzi schemes as our competition. Right? Well, somebody said today, well, this is one company, they actually have products. So okay. and they're on exchange. Okay, fine. Tell me, like with us, we have luxury fashion. Everybody in the world wants this watch and all this stuff, right? Their bags and shoes and everything else. Tell me, and they had some local products. It's not fashion, at least, I don't know, well, nutrition, whatever it was. Tell me why somebody from around the world would want to come and buy this local products from this country. Nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants that. So what other use case? There is no other use case on the token itself because on an exchange, but it doesn't solve any problem. It's just listed on exchange, hoping people to buy it. In other words, they're making claims that the value will go up because more buying come in. All that stuff is illegal. We are a legitimate international company. We focus on benefits, on use cases, on solutions, and the rest will take care of itself. So next time somebody says, oh, there's another crypto MLM. Yeah? Here's you got 10 points there. Take Ramin's 10-step test, right? And very quickly it becomes very clear that, damn, this is, and here's the thing. I find the so-called experts, they're not bad people. They just don't know. They don't know the MLM laws. They buy the hype and concept. They're good marketers. Some don't care anyways. So there is nothing out there. Is no competition in the MLM space of what we're doing. We're the first one that legitimately we've merged cryptocurrency with a legitimate MLM company with real products, with a real concept. The rest are Ponzi schemes that will eventually get shut down or close. Now, some countries, they don't regulate this stuff well, so these things go for a while. There's a company called OneCoin, if you guys know. Well, every time they go shut down in the country, but they kept going in different countries. And a lot of these smaller countries, they don't have regulations, right? They don't, so they lasted a while because of that. So with us, we've done is that we brought a massive solution to the cryptocurrency industry, and that this is the solution they need. No other crypto offers that, where you can take your profits from any crypto, 6,000 of them out there, and convert that into shoes in the bag. No other crypto in the cryptocurrency space can do that, except exit. Why? Because exit is connected to opulence, and we make our products, we control our manufacturing, and we've decided to allow exit cryptocurrency to be able to be redeemed or used as method of payment for our products. And exit can be converted to any other cryptocurrency in the world. So now that makes any other cryptocurrency in the world be able to obtain opulence products through exit. What does that mean? Demand, utility, and of course, when someone's got demand and utility, those are the secrets to cryptocurrency. These are six secrets. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. Now you are a smarter, you're a much smarter cryptocurrency participant than 100% of the people who consider themselves to be experts who joined the crypto Ponzi schemes. But they have no clue they've done that because they don't understand the laws. With that, I think that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. Take this top 10, study it, understand it. Like, you don't have to become an expert in blockchain, guys, but you can always ask a question: what's the technology they use? We use the Binance Smart Chain. Right away, if they don't have that and no one can give you that, that means there is no blockchain. So if there's no blockchain, there's no token. There's no token. That means there's an app that can go down anytime, right? All right. So I think there's some questions here. Are we limited in buying only fashion products, or we can use it to buy any of them, any opulence products, Henry? Anything we do, it's available. As a matter of fact, we're going to be expanding our product lines, but like exponentially, because we know you guys are well taken care of in opulence. But if we're thinking trillions of dollars flowing in to the cryptocurrency, we're too small for that. So we need to really scale up to be able to tap into that in a careful manner. Whatever we do, we're going to protect opulence and your businesses and our business, and then we're going to see what we can get from this massive cryptocurrency industry that want and need exit to be able to convert their profits into something they really want. All right. So John and Sherry, hello, John. If we just attract 1%, yeah, you're right. You're right. If you just attract 1%, that's 1.7 million new customers. And you're absolutely correct, John. That's what keeps me up at night. Exactly. All right. So there's a lot of thank yous. You're very, very welcome, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I see both chat groups are blowing up. Okay. So Justine, any questions? It's a good time.
Yes, thank you, Ramin. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful training. It's always a pleasure to attend your call. We always learn, especially for me. I'm new in cryptocurrency, so I've learned a lot. I took note of the 10 factors to consider when looking for crypto. I understand that Opulence Global is offering an exit to buy, exit, and exchange to product to any, and to be able to buy any other cryptocurrency in the world. So that was a very informative session for me. I don't know for the others, but I want to say thank you so much for this training. I see that we have question in the Q&A. So I have a question from Roman saying, when can we buy with Exit Coin? That is one of the questions.
Yeah, so I've had so many of you guys reach out to me, and like I said, not just you guys, people who are not in our business reaching out to me. Exit is ready. Just that we are being very cautious about this. We're being very, very cautious about this. So I would say, I'd said 7 to 14 days. I think it will probably take an extra week. My target is May 1, right? But I will let you know. You guys will know in advance, but my target would be May 1 to be able to release it. We don't want to release it too early until we're fully comfortable with it. Another thing I'm trying to do through the tokenomics, what the downside to stock market and equity market and crypto and forex, all that is, it gets manipulated by companies, and they pump and they dump and all this stuff. So I'm educating myself as much as I can to see how we can minimize that. So we have some good ideas to try to keep the value of exit stable and not like become like other cryptos where they pump and they dump and they pump um, and eventually, I mean, they all go up. But I rather see this than you know give you a heart attack. So we so those are things that we're working on every single day.
Okay, another question here. I see there is two hands up, but let me finish with the question in the Q&A, then I will come back to you guys. A question from Gary: does the coin have some kind of ecosystem? Can you stake it?
Yeah, so we talk about those. Well, we're not like other blockchains or coins that want to build the ecosystem, because we don't want nothing on our blockchain. So it's a little bit different. I know what you're asking, but it doesn't apply here. We did it for our own use. We did it for one purpose: opulence. I know there's other layer one blockchains, and all these other companies are building on it. Like Ethereum. That's not what we're about. This is for us, and the staking. Yes, the technology is already built there. We're gonna launch it. It's actually ready. But we're going to be very careful and cautious about this. So we're going to first phase is to allow you to purchase exit. So that's the first, and then hopefully within 3-4 months we see how things go, and then we're going to allow you to stake it. That technology is already built in, so it's ready to go. And so we are looking at some security things right now to make sure that there's a lot. Trust me, and my mind's blown up by this thing, because although the technology is ready, working on it for about a year, this it's new to me too. I've been invested in crypto for years, but I'm not a developer. We have a big developing team, but it's new to me, so I'm doing all I can to make sure I don't miss anything on this. Staking, it would be phase 2. NFTs would be phase 3. And there's other things we can do. There's other things we can do. It's endless. It's endless. So, but we're going to take our time. We're going to take our time. And the first thing is to allow you to purchase your exit.
Okay. Another question from Gary still. Striker using the Bitcoin Lightning layer as discovered already. Plus 2 seconds later, I can buy a Zebra on the same network. Where would someone want to use this to buy Opulence product?
Okay, sorry, I missed that question. What was the question?
So it's a Striker using the Bitcoin Lightning layer has discovered already. Plus 2 seconds later, I can buy a Zebra on the same network. Where would someone want to use this to buy Opulence product?
Okay, there's nobody who's got this covered. Amazon tried it and they failed, because here's the reason why. First of all, nobody wants a volatile cryptocurrency. Like in Amazon, for example, they have millions of users, but people need cash to sell stuff, buy more stuff to sell stuff. They don't want something that's not stable. That's why they go to fiat. No other designer is no. There is one platform. It's not the same at all. It's called shopping.io. It's just and they try to connect cryptocurrencies into other things, but it is not the same thing. The fees are astronomical. It doesn't work. There is no warranty. There is no guarantee. So again, here we are. We're looking at something. Cryptocurrency is all the same. It's not. What we're doing, only a manufacturer can do. Not Strike. Only a manufacturer can do. And we are allowing our products, and it's our coin, it's our token. That's where we can make this happen. No manufacturer through Strike or otherwise, will offer all the product line or the warranties or guarantees. You've obviously never used it. If you used it, then you start to realize it just doesn't exist. Conceptually works, but it's not what we're talking about. So as far as our products is concerned, is that you guys who are partners, if you're partners, we have the APIs built already to our app, to our back office, and you can buy directly from the Opulence website. Only the Opulence clients or distributors, partners. For outside Opulence partners, we are building a brand new website, completely separate from Opulence. We need to protect the golden goose, and we don't want Exit at all to interrupt what's going on with Opulence. It's a separate company issuing Exit, not Opulence, and the website is going to be available to outside Opulence people. It would have the ferry and Posh and all that stuff, but it's completely separate and detached from the Opulence. Why? If we get a rush, people deplete all the inventory, it doesn't affect Opulence. So we're going to make sure nothing shakes with Opulence. We protect that golden goose. And then we're going to try to fill and keep this other website. We have the domain and everything. I just don't want to talk about it yet. And it's a beautiful website. And we're going to try to populate that other website for the outside. If it runs out, great, fine. Doesn't matter. It doesn't affect us. It doesn't affect us. So that's what we're doing right now.
Thank you, Ramin. I have two more questions here in the Q&A. Is this an ICO? Has it released yet, as I can find it anywhere?
No, we're not doing an ICO. We're not. It's a private. We do have lots of options and offers from launchpad companies. I haven't decided if I want to go that way yet. We don't need to do an ICO. People who do ICOs is because they're trying to raise money. That's it. They don't have a community. They're trying to raise money. We already have our community worldwide. You guys are all excited already. We don't need to go through that extent and hoping to get some investment coming into. So the ICOs are for blockchain and layer one companies who don't have a community yet. They need $100 million, $200 million to keep this going because they're building an ecosystem, and that's fine for them. We don't need that. For us, Exit is a utility for you to buy Opulence, as well as for outside people to take their crypto, turn it into Exit, and have access to us. So our business plan is very, very, very focused. Very focused. And quite frankly, if you work with me long enough, you know I say no to 9 out of 10 opportunities because I'm very cautious. We don't want to shake anything. We don't want to get overwhelmed. We don't want to get defocused. We have a business called Opulence Global. We just added another payment method called Exit. That's it. Exit is no different than Opulence currency, except Exit is offered to everybody outside Opulence, where Opulence currency is only for you guys. Now, one of the things I talk about is that I think our advantage over all the other cryptocurrencies is our experience. We've been doing this since 2005. That was 4 years before the Bitcoin papers was written. We started our internal currency in 2005 when we launched because we're fashion business global. We need something detached from the banks. And you guys, right now, over 85%, this is shocking, over 85% of all the transactions in our company worldwide happens through our internal currency, Opulence currency and shopping credits. It's not done through fiat. It's not done through credit card. You guys, so we have tons of experience because we've been doing this for 17 years, way before anyone else knew anything about it. So what all we're doing now, taking that same know-how and technology, putting on a blockchain, and now make it available to everybody, where before it was only for our own community.
Thank you, Ramin. So another question here from Ronen. Can we buy openness product with exit from the coin launch date?
So that's a technology question with Caesar. I know that every single day we hired 5 developers, outside Opulence developers, to do this because you need expertise in this, right? So we have these other developers working with our developers because, as you know, you've been to the back office. It's such a vast back office. There's so much going on there, and then we have the app on top of that. So we have to create all these APIs like bridges between Exit to be able to do, you know, be able to do the stuff that Opulence currency does. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I know that I get a report every day, and I see 30% complete, 80% complete. So they keep on, they're working on it. So that's why I say you gotta be patient. Our very first thing we want to phase one is for you to buy Exit, right? That's the first part. Once we do that, we're gonna say, okay, guys, now through the app, you don't have to go to Pancake, or you don't have to go to buy Exit. Now you can buy it from the back office. Now you can buy it from the app. And when it's on the app, by the way, now you can convert, you can pay with Exit. It's just gonna come on. It's endless. How we've evolved over the last 18 years. We're gonna evolve with this over the next probably 20 years.
Thank you, Ramin. Okay, the last question on the Q&A, so I can give a chance to Nicholas to ask his question because I think the hand is up. From Ronen again, so the outside world will have access to Opulence product outside the network?
So what was the question?
So the outside world will have access to Opulence product outside the network?
Yes, it would be a separate website, and the prices are going to be not cheap. So the retail prices on the website is going to be far higher than the retail prices on the Opulence website. So there's a lot to account for when you take crypto. If the price goes down, right? So if there's fees involved, and it's an expensive thing. So something that's going to end up on that website. First of all, we're going to take the type of products that maybe some of the older products, one-offs. We're going to start with those type of things. Our main inventory stays with Opulence always, right? Then we start to populate from there. But regardless, the retail prices on this new website is going to be much higher than the Opulence website. So it's actually become a very good credibility factor for you guys. Years ago, I don't know how many guys are here from years ago. One of the things I wanted to do, put fairy galleries on major, like Paris and downtown Toronto, beautiful big fairy gallery. Do a few of those in Dubai, and not because we wanted to go retail, but because when you guys are selling, say, for example, this watch, and I don't know, maybe your retail for your customer here is 2,000, we will have these big galleries in major centers where the same timepiece over there would be 2,500. So when somebody says, so $2,000, can you give me a discount? I said, look, let's go to Ferry London, and guess what? Same watch over there is 2,500, right? So it becomes like a point of reference towards for you to be able to do a lot more retail. Well, we never did the galleries, but this website could serve as that, where you can say, look, I'm actually giving you a really good deal because look how much it goes for on this website. So it would bring credibility to everybody.
Thank you so much, Ramin. I think there is no more question. So if there is no more question, there have been a lot of comments on YouTube as well as on Facebook, on Zoom. Great call, beautiful, amazing, amazing news, Ramin. Wow, so many comments here. It's already 7 p.m., I can go ahead and read the announcement before we end the call.
Absolutely.
So if you give me a chance to share the screen here. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. So our announcement, I would like just to remind our partners that our March Madness promotion is still on. It has been extended until April 30th. So make sure that you talk to your prospect, make sure that they take advantage of it so they can receive a free gift value $470 in product. The second announcement is to remind our partners and for your prospect and your new partners that we do have a Visa prepaid card, the Openness Global Trash Cash Visa prepaid card, $15 per card. And if you have new partners, you can get it for free. You can use it for any purchase. You can use it in store, or you can use it online for online purchases. You have the tap to pay option and the safety check. So you can get it at any time from your back office. And also, in celebration of our 17th anniversary, we have a gift for you. Once you make a purchase of 100 and over, you can receive a gift from the company. So take advantage of it and use your gift. For our next Saturday live training, don't forget that, April 16, 10 a.m., we will be inspired, empowered, and by our top female income earner, Ifra Hassan. So she will be talking about the openness commandment. So be there, be on call. Do not forget that. Invite your people from your team. I think that is it for the announcement. I don't know if Ramin, you have anything to say before we close? We end the call.
No, just saying good night to our Zoom audience. Thank you for coming here, and our YouTube audience, and stay forensic. All right, let's go.
Thank you, Ramin. Thank you. It was an honor for me to be here to be the host of this week. I will be there again on Saturday. It was a little bit challenging for me, but I did it. Thank you, guys, and see you on our next call. Have a good night.
Well done, Justine. Good night, everybody.
Bye.